What's good, YouTube? It's Kelo. So today's video I'm going to react to is 12 scariest animal encounter caught on camera by Fats Junkie. Ooh, is that like a... Oh, it's a chicken. But I think before I start, I was trying to remember of my first animal encounter. It was, I think, with a snake, but it didn't like chase me or anything. It was like a big cottonmouth snake. It was like going through the grass and I almost stepped on it till I seen the body, so I kind of like avoided. So I wouldn't call it like an animal counter. I just seen it and was aware. So yeah, but anyway, let's watch.
Nature is full of incredible sights and beasts, and many of those are best if we stay away from them. That said, humans inevitably come into contact with these dangerous creatures, whether it's when you're out paddleboarding on the sea or just sitting and enjoying the scenery. Nonetheless, these encounters can leave you pretty shaken. We've got a list of the scariest animal encounters to show you. Whether you're scared of alligators, bears, or the ones that live under the sea, this list has them all. So let's get straight into it. Number 11. Alligator stuck on jug line. What may look like an ordinary fishing trip can suddenly turn very dangerous. Here is a man fishing away with his jug line in the water, hoping to hook some nice prey and bring it home. Have a nice meal perhaps. But unknown to him, he's hooked on something that sees him as a meal. As he looks down, he realizes that his jug line is hooked onto the teeth of a giant alligator. In sudden panic, he throws away the jug line and starts to paddle away from danger. Luckily for him, the alligator either wasn't hungry or not interested, and was satisfied with just letting him go. That was a close call for sure. Number 10. Tiger chasing bikers. Sometimes you may not even be intending to get close to any animal, yet find yourself on a close call. In this video, some bikers are driving on a fairly normal road that's surrounded by a lush green forest. Going their way, one of them realizes a tiger fast approaching from the jungle running right toward him. Thanks to some quick thinking, the biker speeds up, and the tiger misses its target and runs back into the jungle on the other side.
Nah, that's scary. Like, imagine if you fall off that bike.
The difference between life and death. Yikes. Before we move on, we've got a speed challenge for you. If you subscribe to Facts Junkie and hit the bell icon in the next 5 seconds, you'll win. Not all bears are just interested in shooting away people though. Some are rather bloodthirsty, such as here, where a cyclist is going on an off-road path through a jungle when he realizes a bear is on the chase. The man quickly starts pedaling faster and is able to stay ahead of the bear for quite some time. However, trouble comes up ahead as he notices the path is blocked by a fallen tree branch. However, this man, without pausing for a moment, just jumps off his bicycle and starts running into the jungle to hide, since he is ahead enough of the bear to be out of sight. Intelligent instincts and prompt action save this man, as the bear is unable to find him as he hides behind a tree, and the bear goes his way after hearing what seems like gunshots from afar. This could have been a very sad story if the man hadn't been so prompt to act. Number 8. Great white shark encounter. Underwater scenery might be quite a sight to behold, but there are also some very predatory fish lurking underneath his diver is about to discover. Going underwater with very little visibility, this man realizes with utter shock that a white shark has just passed by very near, which makes him panic and let out a scream. If that wasn't enough, the shark then turns around and starts approaching him, and one can only imagine the pace at which this poor man's heart must be beating. But luckily, the shark doesn't come at him and turns away. He then swims to the surface and warns his fellows to watch out for the shark, and he also makes it to the boat safely. Number 7. French Navy soldier encounters a shark. As per French Navy tradition, this soldier jumped into the water from his ship to take a dip, marking his last day on the assignment. But this celebratory move came very close to becoming a tragic one, as a shark swam by to notice what's going on, brushing right past his foot. Thankfully, the shark didn't see this as an opportunity to strike, and danger was averted. But that soldier must have sure gotten the chills at what just passed him by. Number 6.
These people
Alligator comes out of the green pond. When a pond is covered in green and you can't see through, You should never make presumptions as to what's in it. This man seems to have made some presumptions and decided it's safe to go near. That too, holding a piece of meat to invite some kind of animal to a meal. But he quickly realizes how wrong his idea was as a massive crocodile charges at him. Thankfully, his quick instinct makes him jump back and he's safe. But he sure learned his lesson and is unlikely to go anywhere near that pond again.
Yeah, especially because the pond ain't even clear. You can't even see what's inside.
Onto kayak. Sometimes, scary encounters can involve more than one animal, and you may not even be the target. That's just what happened on this thrilling kayak trip in New Zealand. This man was out kayaking in the sea when suddenly it comes into the immediate vicinity of a struggle between a seal and an octopus. The seal is trying to get the octopus off it, and it ends up slapping the octopus onto the kayak, whose legs lay across the kayak before slowly sliding away. With one leg still stuck, but the man pushes away with his paddle. Now that is something you don't get to see every day. Number 4. Bear sits next to a scared guy. Not all scary encounters are fast-paced or involve jump scares. Sometimes they can be silent and calm and deeply terrifying, as this man just experienced. Sitting in his chair with his camera mounted on a stand while recording wildlife on the river in a green mountainous landscape, he notices a bear calmly approaching and then stopping right next to him. And then the bear decides to just sit next to the man, perhaps also enjoying the scenery. Afterward, the man
the
gets
bear
some real
looks
chills
tired.
as evident in his utterances, and the bear gets up to walk away, and for a moment seems to be approaching him. However, the bear doesn't touch him and goes off on his way. The man just sighed in relief like never before in his life. Number 3. Almost slapped by a grizzly bear.
Not
While some
slap.
opportunities certainly come rare, catching those opportunities can be quite a risk too. That's what happened with this snowmobile rider, tailgating a grizzly bear to capture some nice footage. But probably unknown to him, the bear was getting annoyed and possibly feeling threatened, and that's when it decided to act. Suddenly turning around and raising its hefty paw to attack the snowmobile rider, whoever so narrowly misses the paw and drives on, avoiding what could have very likely have been a fatal encounter. That experience must have taught the man a thing or two on keeping a safe distance from one of the most vicious predators known to man.
They probably
Number
was in
2.
his territory.
Mom saves baby from battering ram. Kids are surely fascinated by
It's
animals,
a big dog.
and it's probably a good idea to let them hang around animals, as long as the animals are harmless, which is exactly what this mom was doing for her baby. However, unknown to her, out of nowhere, there was a ram running towards them at a very fast pace, aiming right at the toddler. Neither the mom nor the toddler chasing the rooster was aware until the very last moment, when the mother's protective instinct kicked in, and she miraculously pulled the child away to safety in her arms.
Oh,
A split-second difference in reaction could have been a different story, but thankfully, here everyone remained unharmed.
that's good. She had that
Number
good mom instincts.
Killer whale approaching paddle boat. This man here was just enjoying a paddleboard in the sea on a bright, beautiful day when things suddenly get very tense. An orca, also known as a killer whale, is also swimming right underneath. To make matters worse, the orca is coming even closer and manages to bite the paddleboard. But perhaps noticing that it's not edible, or perhaps just wasn't interested in hunting, it decided to just swim away. In the situation, the man was out of danger. But dang, that
They
sure
got
was
nice
a close
colors.
one. Alright, comment below which of these animal encounters scared you the most. Don't forget to like the video,
Probably the bear chasing
subscribe to
the
Facts Junkie,
bicycle
and
person.
we'll see you.
These people were lucky. If I was to ever go to like a forest or like camping, I would probably like might have someone with me, because sometimes you might never know. Like it might be like, I don't know, like you never know, it might be like a bear live in that territory, in the fields, mountain lions, all that. Like it's pretty scary, especially when you like going like to forests, ponds and stuff by yourself. It's a bit scary when you see stuff like that, like animal encounters. Like, it's very scary. But thank God I never had to experience that. But yeah, if you have any other videos you would like me to see, just comment below and make sure to like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.